Welcome to Introverse.
So my wife and I were having this conversation last night.
All right, lay it on me.
We were talking about something, and she said, I forget what it was, but she said something about like, oh, does that make you cool? And then for whatever reason, when she said the word cool, the little emoji that wears sunglasses popped into my head.
That's a cool emoji.
Right, but that's what people say. That's the emoji that equates to cool, is that you're wearing sunglasses. Like when you wear sunglasses, you're cool. And so then I started thinking, I haven't worn sunglasses in forever. I did.
What the hell's wrong with you, dude?
When I was in my 20s, I wore sunglasses.
Even to drive?
No, I never do now.
You're a psychopath.
I don't know what it is.
You just let the sun burn your eyes?
Apparently so. So I started thinking about what the sunglasses cool factor. What is the percentage increase of cool for a person when they put on a pair of sunglasses?
Depends on the glasses.
Okay, but does it also depend on the person?
Yes, but the person is going to pick the certain kind of glasses.
Is it a
Let's be specific.
Is it a
Let's be specific.
Increase though? No matter who you are, if you put on sunglasses.
No.
Okay.
No. Well, obviously there's a taste factor, right? And I'm going to say something, and there's a group of men out there that are going to be pissed at me. But you know what? Let's give me a second.
Aviators?
Sunglasses.
Ray-Bans?
No, I like Ray-Bans.
Ray-Bans are not bad.
Is it Costa? No. Is it Costa?
What are you trying to find?
I'm trying to find the brand name.
Roca?
No. Anyway, god damn it, I forgot the other brand name. Fuck. I'm ruining this bit for you, dude.
Ray-Ban?
Oakley's.
Oakley's, yes.
All right. If you're throwing on Oakley's and you got the little foam thing that holds it onto your head so it doesn't fall off, but it doesn't fall straight back. It goes straight back, you're a douche. If you're wearing Oakley's, you're a douche. You're not cool. Period.
So there are certain,
you probably go duck hunting.
There's certain brands that actually make you less cool.
I think so, but in their own realm with their own other friends, they think they're cool together. So, they've got their camo and...
What about sunglasses inside?
That's pretty douchey.
Because here's the thing.
That's a big no. Don't do that. If you're doing that, you're trying way too hard. Way too hard. And you kind of think you're better than everyone.
What if you had a rough night the night before and your eyes are all bloodshot?
Don't have a rough night. Be responsible.
Okay. Never have a rough night.
And pay the consequences.
Right. Because here's the
I know
thing.
what you're talking about. You got a lot of movie stars do it.
Tons. But here's the thing. Okay, so I was watching a podcast clip from We Might Be Drunk. This is one of Mark Norman's podcasts.
Okay.
And he had Keenan.
All right, from SNL?
Yeah, from Keenan Kel and from SNL.
Yeah, I was trying to be more relevant.
Yeah, he's been on SNL for like 40 years. Or
forever. Hasn't been funny at all that whole time.
Anyway, I generally like him as a person.
He's not funny. I like him as a person. I just want to give him a big hug.
He is not that funny, but
not funny.
He's consistent. I'll give him that. He's
consistently mediocre.
Anyway,
it's like in baseball. They recruit the baseball player that he gets on base the most, but he never actually hits the ball.
Yes. Yeah.
But somehow he gets on base.
So anyway, he's on their podcast and he's wearing sunglasses the entire time.
On the podcast,
which
they're all video now anyway. So, okay.
Yes. But
so he's a cool dude.
Yeah, it's a video clip. And so I was just like questioning, like, why is he wearing sunglasses inside?
Okay.
And part of me was like, well, maybe he had a rough night the night before and his eyes are bloodshot and he doesn't want to, or maybe his significant other punched him in the face and he's got a big bruise. I don't know. It just brought a question. Normally I shouldn't have even had that idea in my head, but he was wearing sunglasses inside.
Most people don't do that. Like regular people, like me and you.
That's
a regular income. You get into that realm of society and popularity, all of a sudden, I can do whatever I want. I'm cool, man. I wear my freaking sunglasses. I wear my sun at night.
Night is a different thing, right?
Yeah, it
Indoors.
is, but it's still the same freaking. Yeah, at night you're just asking to trip over something.
Yeah, well, you're asking to. Yeah, there's
You're gonna trip. You're gonna bust up something.
You're
It's
asking
not.
to have an accident, is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like if you're
Yeah.
driving with sunglasses at night.
Oh, dude.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Anyway, once I told my wife,
So you don't wear. I'm more. This conversation needs. Forget Keenan. You don't wear sunglasses to drive,
I'm thinking of bringing it back though.
dude. It's not even a cool factor. It's completely utility.
But here's the thing. I, in particular, think that when I do wear sunglasses, my cool factor like skyrockets. I think,
No doubt.
I'm not saying
what kind of glass. You don't even have sunglasses. You don't even have sunglasses, do you?
No, I have none.
Oh man.
I had some aviators a while back that my wife borrowed.
You have to have the right face.
She never gave them back. Yeah, because aviators
you gotta
are
have
large,
the right face. Yeah.
And if you put them on, sometimes you can just look kind of skeletal because it makes you look like you have these giant mirror eyes.
Well, if you have a square face, you need round glasses. You kind of have a square face.
Yeah.
So
I also have
glasses
an angular face too. So
you do have an angular face. I have a rounder face. So the square ones, like these, are square.
Yes.
And they
actually
we're wearing my face better.
We're wearing very similar glasses right now.
You know, so I had Ray-Bans. They broke. So I don't have them anymore. But these are cheap. These right here are the blue lens. You know, man, I had to buy freaking reading glasses. Anyway, we'll move into that. But they're like, I'm an old man now, dude. This is how you tell I'm an old man. So like I found these on Amazon. They're $10. Not even 10, like $7, right?
Nice.
Right? I got
12 for these.
I got 3 of them. Okay. 3 of them. One for here at the desk, one for my nightstand, and one for work. And I didn't know when I bought them. This is so cheap, dude. This is like such an old man thing. That they have magnetic sunglasses that snap. So like in my car, I just have like the front part, and I just grab it and I go click, and it's the
click. Look,
now I have sunglasses.
When I was younger, I had to wear when I started wearing eyeglasses to drive.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have to pay for prescription sunglasses.
Oh yes, true.
So it was cheaper for me to buy the clip-on sunglasses.
Oh, so you had those.
So I bought, but they weren't magnetic. I've never seen them.
No, the magnet is fantastic. I just bloop, and it just magnet catches it. And it
way closer than mine had.
Yeah.
They had the little hooks on the end, and you had to like.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You have to like line it up.
Sometimes it wouldn't line up right, and you were kind of crooked. It was all.
Yeah.
And then you looked like a.
No, these fit perfect. Just look.
Because you had to take the clip off.
You see the magnets?
Oh yeah.
So on the front side, they clip right there. And at first I was like, this is such a dorky thing. But it's so convenient. Clink. I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah, so maybe it isn't an old man thing. Maybe it's a younger man's thing.
I don't know. It makes me feel old and cheap, but I don't care. I do want to give me some more Ray-Bans. I've had those Ray-Bans for like 12 years.
Men in Black.
Yeah. Yeah. They were like the classic. What's the classic Ray-Bans? The Wayfarers. Yeah, they were good.
Wayfarers.
Is that what they are?
I don't know enough about Ray-Bans.
You know, that's like the classic Ray-Ban style.
Yes. They're probably similar to this type of frame.
Yeah,
too.
very similar to that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Rectangular. But yeah, so I started using reading glass. You know, I like to read. You know, and most of my reading is at night before bed.
Right.
It's a good way to relax, calm down. The past like 6 months, I haven't been reading at night because I can't freaking see the words. I'm like so tired. My eyes are strained. I'm like, what is going on?
It gets worse. It gets worse during the day.
What is going on? You know, so I'm like, and I'm stubborn, right? No, Brent, you're just tired. Because I can read fine during the day. You're Brent, whatever. So finally, you know, I'm like, you know what? So we've had this conversation before. Let me go to Amazon, and they're so cheap. Like you get like the +1s. This is the smallest one, and the one is like 100% magnification. You know, dude. I'm like, oh my god. And now you can't wear it just walking around. Everything's so freaking, you know. But like I lay down in bed, pull out my book, put it on for the first time. I'm like, oh wow, and I can read again.
And I told you.
But you know what happens after that? My eyes said, fuck you. We want to be like that forever. And they just got lazy. They are just lazy now. You know, because I was like focusing during the day and I was putting pressure on them. And now they're just like, no, we're not. Nope. We don't. Nope. We know what you have. Pull them out. Pull them out. Like it was pretty much instant. My eyes just
gotta bring these with you all the time.
You're gonna bring them everywhere. And when you want to read a menu at the restaurant, you're gonna pull them out now.
What's cool is that you can get these chains to put on the glasses, so that when you're not
like
wearing
librarians use.
Yeah, and you could just hang them down right here.
It's definitely an old man thing to do, man. Definitely.
No, I'm not there yet. But I am, look, I'm literally thinking that the next time I buy glasses, I'm going to go bifocals. Because I'm constantly at work, and I have to go back and forth between something really close and then something, further away, or I'm taking like when I'm taking a photograph and I got to look at the preview screen of the photo I just took. I can't see it. It's blurry, so I can't tell if it's in focus. And dude, I've taken so many out of focus photos in the last year and a half. It's like,
dang, that's part of your job.
It's part of my job. So I'm like, I did buy a new camera, which has helped. It has really.
I'll be vulnerable right now. I'll give you a little secret that might be embarrassing too. So during my whole experimentation with the +1s, the reading glasses, right? I'm also thinking to myself, well, I need the blue lens because I'm working behind a computer. Let me see if that helps.
Right.
So I bought these I have right now are only blue lens.
Okay.
There's no reading factor in it at all.
Okay.
They do nothing for me. Okay.
Okay.
Other than have the blue light protection.
Gotcha.
Okay. So that's fine, right? Nothing, So for my birthday, I'm going out with a lady friend and, I'm getting dressed and she's getting dressed. We're getting ready to go out and, I'm looking nice. I got a jacket, I'm looking good. We're going out to a nice place. So for what, I just thought it'd be funny and put my glasses on. And she's like, fuck, never take them off.
Really?
She's like, you look hot with glasses. So now I'm using these glasses all over and I don't even need them.
You just wear it.
I'm going to the gym with them.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll say that, look, I like not wearing glasses.
But I had 2 compliments. It wasn't just her, dude. Like,
it's
another girl. She was like, no sort of relationship or nothing, but she's like, you got like this Superman vibe going. You need to always wear those, two opinions. And
wow.
Yeah.
Was that the dating story you said you had?
Oh, it's related. It's related if you want to talk about that. I don't know. You were about to say something though.
No, I was just going to say, I do think I look good in glasses, but that's the thing is the stigma of like you're a smarter person. I think so. You've got your shit together.
Yeah.
When you're wearing glasses. Yeah. And so I just think that's a thing.
Yeah.
Whether it's a social construct based on past events or whatever, or you've encountered a bunch of people with glasses who were like smarter than you. So you're like, wow, people with glasses are smart. And in reality, it just means that they can't see shit. So
can't see shit. Yeah. When I can see, just not at night when I'm reading.
Yeah.
So.
Right. It is ironic that we're both wearing glasses today. So
yeah, but you can see these are blue lenses because you look at the reflection.
I noticed.
But that's only because the light's in here and it's weird. So yeah, my friend. So we're gonna move to that other story, but I'm gonna tell it in a weird way.
Okay.
So we talked about this before. Introverts only have a few friends. So you're my best friend, and I got another best friend. My other best friend, we talk regularly, right?
Yeah.
And he calls me when like 9:00 at night. He's like, dude, I need someone to talk to. I'm like, dude, lay it on me. That's what I'm here for, bro. Yeah. He's married, has 2 girls. They're
daughters, not one.
preteen. They're not teenagers yet. Anyway, happily married. Fantastic. He's like, bro, it's 9 p.m. He's like, I'm at the grocery store right now. I'm exhausted. I can't do this anymore. We spent 8 hours on a pumpkin farm, picking pumpkins and petting goats. And then my wife needs me to go to the store. And I worked today, dude. I worked and I'm doing all this. And he's exhausted.
Right.
And I understand what he's
Sure,
going
yeah.
through. I've been there, and I'm like, yeah, man, yeah, that sucks. And I tell him, I want to thank you, dude. Thank you for reminding me why I shouldn't be dating.
Yeah.
Because that's the end game. No, it's not honestly, it's not a bad thing. It's not.
No.
But in those moments,
there's always those moments. That's part of the compromise, and
that's the compromise,
Yeah.
And I don't know, for whatever reason, like women don't get tired like men get tired.
I think it depends what they do.
Well, yeah, if they want to have sex, all of a sudden they're tired. Like, oh yeah, we can go to a farm for 8 hours and then go do this, this, and this, and this. Anyway, whatever. That's a dumb comment. So yeah, I'm like, look, your wife's fantastic. You're tired. I get it. I've been there. Thank you for reminding me. It's okay. It's good to be single.
Happy to be of service.
Yeah. So the next day I wake up, events have happened, right, during the day, and I call him back. And I'm like, dude, it's my time to vent. So 2 months ago, my birthday with the glasses, I was seeing this lovely lady during that visit. And this is what I'm explaining to him. I don't think I've even explained this to you. Fully.
You've referenced it, but I don't know.
But I don't know if I've told you all the details.
I don't believe so.
And I definitely didn't. I didn't tell him all the details either, because he was like, what? I didn't know that happened.
Yeah.
I told you I stopped seeing this girl. I told him I stopped seeing her, but I think that was it. I don't know if I told y'all why. So anyway.
Yeah.
So we were dating for 6 months, right? Took a 2-month break. So let's call it 4 months. Okay. Now it's kind of not a truly long distance relationship, but she's in Miami. I'm in Tampa. So it's 4 hours apart. We'd only see each other every 2 weeks.
Right.
You boil it all down, you've pretty much been dating for a month.
Yes.
Right. Fair enough statement?
Yes.
I'm not exaggerating.
No, I've been there.
Makes sense, right?
Yes, I do recall.
You haven't made enough emotional connections. You just haven't see each other enough. And it's not we didn't have the kind of relationship where you're on the phone all night and this is so much. Let's video. Let's FaceTime. Fall asleep FaceTiming each other. I'm gonna put you on my pillow and we'll look at each other while we fall asleep. It wasn't nothing like that.
Remember those days.
Yeah. So, we kind of reconcile, and it's my birthday coming up, and she's going to come see me for the first time. The first time. She's going to come here now because it's my birthday. All right, cool.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday indeed, right? So before the birthday dinner, she's like, we have to talk. But no, it's not even that. It's like, I want to talk to you about something. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Now, when we started seeing each other, met each other, she's not from the United States. But she's going to be here a year. So I'm like, this works. This is good either way. It's a year to get to know someone, or after a year, she's gone.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
Sure.
So before dinner, she's like, yeah, we need to talk about something. So yeah, I have to leave the country next month. I'm like, okay. So the only way I can stay here is if we get married. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, wow, fantastic. What do I do? Ruin everything right here in the moment. I'm probably a jerk, right? I'm a jerk. I should have just ruined it in the moment. I should have said, nope, we're done. It's over. Go home.
Probably.
I didn't. It's like, okay, well, we need to let that marinate a bit and let that sink in and discuss this more. My mind is, let's finish this weekend and then I can get real. And probably not.
Probably not the right choice.
I should have just been real.
Because in her mind, you're not saying no. You know what I mean? She's like, oh,
I wasn't being honest.
Because in your brain is saying, hell no.
Hell no.
You've just been
hell
through,
no.
You've just been through a divorce.
I just been through a divorce.
Yeah, you're not looking to get married again.
Right. Okay, so yeah. Whatever. And you're so caught off guard too, right?
Of course. Yeah.
Whatever response isn't the right thing no matter what. Yeah. So anyway, we finished the weekend. She goes back to Miami. I'm like, all right, let me call her, tell her I've thought about this long and hard. Yeah, I just can't do it. I can't. Like if you tell me let's date for a year and then let's talk about it, okay. And even a year is probably not long enough. After my experience, 2 years probably.
To really get to know somebody, make sure they're not crazy.
2 years is a good watermark. So yeah, that conversation ended. That was in September, and it was fine. There was no fight. There was no anger. It was just, that's it. And it was done. So now fast forward to the day after I just had the conversation with my friend that he's explaining it to me like he's exhausted. Yeah. And I'm like, man, thank you for telling me what, this is, I need to get off them. I get off them dating apps. Yeah, I made the right freaking choice. The next morning I wake up and my phone this is 2 months later. This is like 2 weeks ago. My phone is blown up. Text messages explaining how much of a piece of shit I am. How I'm not a man, how my indecisiveness and a real man would have solved the problem. A real man, this and that and this and that, just pages of text messages, Robi. Robi, pages. Like, whoa, 2 months later.
Wow.
2 months later, so call up my buddy. Hey man, I need to vent. My turn.
My story trumped yours.
I explained my story to him, and he's like, you know what? He says the same thing in reverse. I need to thank you, Brent. I'm not leaving my wife. I am not going back out into that shit show.
Man, I think it gets more difficult too in today's world as you get older. I think
today's world and being older.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. Like the difference between if you were in your 20s right now, online dating, it would still be a wacky circus.
It would still be a circus, but
a woman who is single, even a man who is single at our age, who isn't recently divorced.
I'm not perfect. I'm jacked up too.
No, but I'm saying like, okay, if you weren't just in a relationship, or if you know what I'm saying. Like if they're single and they've never been in a long-term relationship and they're our age, I feel like that's a giant red flag.
Well, what you're saying right now, but people don't know. She had never been in a real relationship. You're describing her.
I did know.
You just described her,
Yes. But I feel like that in my mind when you told me about her originally.
Yeah.
Like the alarms were going off in my brain.
Yeah, of course.
And I was like
right.
Like retreat, about face. Run the opposite way, Brent. So I had a feeling that there was something that either she wasn't telling you or just the whole situation, which we won't go into, was a little odd. Right. But I had a feeling that there was a big hammer coming down at some point if you were going to.
Oh yeah, that's when it came down.
Wow. So wow. Okay.
Yeah. So the dating world sucks.
Yeah, man.
I go on the dating app for like 3 days and then I just shut it off for weeks at a time.
Yeah. It's good to take a break though.
God, it doesn't take long before you need a break. So, after weeks off, I'm like, let me just, you're sitting at night, you're like, man, I'm freaking lonely here. Let me just find someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Just want to talk to someone.
Sure.
It's
understandable.
So I download it and this nice looking lady, her profile says, she's just looking for a friend. And I'm like, you know what? It makes me feel good in my heart. Someone to talk to. Motherfuckers. It's a trap. It's all a trap, dude. So it's, and it's Bumble. So they've got to message you first.
Yes.
So she messages me. She actually says something, instead of just hi, H-I.
I hated that, man.
So, okay. So I respond, I was like, hey, I just jump right in. I notice on your profile, you're just looking for a friend. And she says, yeah, I just put that on there because guys don't ever want to ask me out because they're afraid. So if I put that, maybe they won't be afraid. And that should be your red flag right away, because that's not normal.
No.
Guys, every guy asks you out. 1,000,000 guys ask you out instantly.
Yes.
I know that to be the truth. But you also cannot ask out instantly, because that's, you're going to, only a psycho's going to be like, yeah, let's go out right away. So I'm like, oh, okay, all right, cool. Well, that makes sense. It actually worked. It made me feel comfortable.
Right.
Right away. Made me feel comfortable. All right, she's not, whatever. She just wants a friend.
Sure.
And within 7 messages, like text messages, like hi was 1, hey, I noticed, blah, blah, blah was 2. Yes, because guys don't ask me out was 3. And there was like 4 other lines after that, right? 7 of them. She says, she's then just in the chat, right? She says, I'm breaking up with you. And I'm like, oh my God, this chick is psycho.
We weren't dating.
She says, because you haven't asked me out yet, and I'm not here to play games. 7 messages in, and actually I did respond. I said, LOL, well, this all makes sense now. And then she blocked me.
Yeah, looking for a friend to ask her out immediately. Yeah. That's insane.
Immediately.
Who wants a strange guy to just ask them out without knowing anything about them other than...
Why haven't you asked me out yet?
Exactly. Like, because...
But if you do that, so she's weird, right? If you actually do that, that's red flag right there.
Here's the thing.
Psycho.
Towards the end of my online dating, not long before I met my wife, I did get to that point where I was so over it.
Or you just don't give a fuck.
I didn't know, exactly. I did not give a fuck. And so it would just be like...
That's actually when it's the best. When you don't give a fuck, it works the best.
If we exchanged a couple of messages, I would immediately say, hey, let's continue this conversation over coffee or whatever. And sometimes they'd be like, this is sudden. This is fast. We only exchanged 5 messages. And a couple of times it actually worked. Nothing came of it, but it all depends. But towards the end, I was just
every person's different.
I don't want to have to text with you for 6 months before we see each other in person, because I was like, too many bad dates of people that you talk to for months, and then when you finally meet,
what the best is? You just get on now. What everyone does, because you've been out of it for a while.
Yes,
it's video calls. Hey, let's get on video chat, which is fantastic because I don't have to leave my house. I know instantly that this person's psycho.
You don't have to put pants on.
And that's it. No effort. This week I had the same freaking disaster. But thank God. It wasn't even a video, it's just a phone call, which is even better.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not better. I like to see them on video because then you can see what they actually look like.
Yeah.
Because everyone puts their best pictures up.
I mean, Holly, my wife and I, we did, for 3 years, we did long distance where we did video calls, phone calls, and we would drive to see each other in person every weekend. But, it was...
But I mean, it's... Yeah. So the phone call and the video call helps right away, But this chick this week, say chick, she's a woman. Like, instantly, I might have said 2 words the whole time. Wouldn't stop talking, but it was like this condescending, bragging, I'm in the restaurant business. I've worked with Emeril Lagasse. I've worked with Bobby Flay. I know this, I know that. I'm like, God damn, you're exhausting me. Yeah, that's cool. Cool stories. Yeah. But if you wouldn't be such a douche about it.
Right. That would be something that could come up naturally in conversation. But
I've worked with this guy. Within 5 minutes, name dropping?
Right. Yeah. Like, if you lead with that shit, like, I once met Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Emily Blunt on a movie set.
Yeah. This week also I had this girl super swipe me.
What that is?
You can swipe right, but you can do a super swipe. You only have 5 super swipes in a week, Super swipes oh wow, they really like me. So she super swiped me. I don't get those at all. Never.
It's good. Were you wearing the glasses?
I didn't even know I had it. She didn't even know I...
Did you put a photo up on your profile with glasses now?
No, I need to.
Yeah, you need to. You'll be super swiped all damn week, dude.
Fuck yeah. Why don't I think about that? Thanks, Robi. So I don't even know what it looks like when you are super swiped because I've never been super swiped.
Wow.
But I get a message from her. Here's the message. hey, sorry I super swiped you. I didn't mean to. I'm not really into beards. Like them at all. But I guess we can talk.
Wow. Okay. So you were all like, finally, I got super swiped.
Well, I didn't even know. I'm like super swiped. So I'm like looking and like you can actually, and I know where to see it now, you know.
Right.
So I responded like, wow, this is the first time that, you know, I was introduced with two negatives. Didn't mean to super swipe in. I don't like your beard.
But let's have a conversation.
She says, well, I'm still here. I'm like, God damn.
Like,
I'm still here.
you're like bottom of the barrel for her.
Mm.
She's like, you know what? Nothing else is going right in my life, so maybe I'll try the bearded one.
Yeah. I didn't mean to super swipe you. So did you mean to at least swipe me? Like,
yeah,
so ignore that and just get into
regularly.
I just meant to swipe you regularly, you know? Like, just lead with the compliment. Oh, well.
No offense. Yeah. No offense. Dude.
It might work for guys, right? Like, super swipe some chicks, be like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to super swipe you.
Super swipe you. Maybe
I don't like the super hot girls. Right. I don't like the super hot girls, you know. Yeah. But whatever. You're here, so I'll talk to you. And she was like 55.
Wow.
Yeah. I expanded my range.
Brent's got 20.
I get a lot of swipes from the 50 plus ladies. A lot of swipes. No, I put 52. 50.
Well,
it goes up by 2 years. I'm 46, man.
46.
It's not that big of a deal.
No, I'm about to be 47 in 2 months.
Yeah, so 3 years, man. That's only 3 years.
That's 3 years from 50.
Holly's practically 50.
Holly, well, we don't like to say that, but yes, she is slightly older.
She can't hit me in 10.
She just listened to the current episode about us talking about a partners.
Dude, I laugh at that one.
And she was defending her position about that.
About being a lover?
Yeah, about me not using the term lover. But
okay, so now you're going to use it?
No, I just don't. I don't.
You should. You should freaking use it, dude.
I use it as a joke. If
I ever find a lover again, I'm going to use this.
Yeah.
Should have told that girl, I won't be your husband, but I'll be your lover.
That's it. That was the line.
Yeah, that was the line.
That's the line.
And she's like, well, the lover can't get me a green card.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I knew something was up with that one.
We all knew. We all knew. But I was at a point in my life where I had to disconnect from that abusive situation that I was in.
Right. You needed affirmation.
I needed affirmation. I'm still a man.
Yep.
I can still, you know. Yep. Boy, did it affirm it.
So much of a man, she wanted you to be her husband.
Wanted me to marry you right away. Get the green card. That actually is kind of a hit to my ego, though.
But dude, here's the thing.
Geez, you just want me for a green card?
But here's the thing, though, man. She still picked you. There's a lot of dudes.
This is true. No, this is true because she came from a wealthy family.
Yeah,
there was wealthier.
But to me,
suitors.
To me, though, that puts a wrench into that story as well. Because if her family was that wealthy, I feel like it wouldn't be that much of an issue for her to get a green card, right? I mean,
well, she turned down a lot of people. Her story.
Okay.
Her story was, she was rebellious.
I gotcha.
And some of the other stuff I won't get into is her personal stuff.
Right.
Some of the other stories she's told me, when she was young, backs it up. She was just not marrying anyone, but it still makes me feel like that,
But then she settled for you.
I'm choosing you, though. I could have had this, and this. One of them was the fucking Prince of Austria. That can't be true. Turned down that marriage.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the Prince of Austria is a douche. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, she said he was absolute douche.
Okay.
Maybe it wasn't Austria. It was some prince. Austria comes to my head, but...
The Prince of Australia.
Yeah. Maybe Prince of Australia. Good day, mate.
Good day, mate. They'll put another strip on the body.
Aye, my lover.
And on that note...
Thanks for listening to The Introverse. New stuff every Monday, wherever the podcasts roam. You can also catch us on Insta at Introverse Pod. Thanks for listening.